Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's the perfect summer treat for your pups. Here to show us how to make 3-ingredient dog ice cream, we welcome the founder of the blog Food with Feeling, Brita Britnell, and her sweet Bosco, and her girlfriend Tessa. Like here, I was going to introduce just your puppy Bosco, the golden retriever, right there, relaxing. So tell me first of all, how you came up with this idea to make ice cream for Bosco.
I've actually had this recipe on my blog for about 10 years. I had two older dogs, and when I first started my blog, I kind of like got my feet wet by making really easy recipes. So this was one of them, and I was like, this will be fun. People on Pinterest will love it. This was like before Instagram. Yeah. And I just thought it was like a fun recipe. And I used to buy dog ice cream. It was so expensive. So I was like, I'm going to try and make this at home. Okay. And then last year when Bosco was a puppy, of course, we were obsessed with him and thought he was the cutest. So everyone else on the internet needed to see him. Cute. So I made a video. I put him up on the counter in like a bar stool, and just like he helped me make the recipe, and it went pretty viral. And so we made several different variations of it using different ingredients last summer, and people loved it, which was really fun.
Okay, let's make it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you need?
So for this recipe, which is very versatile, you almost can't mess this up. I always use a banana. However, if your dog doesn't like banana or you want to use something else, you could use pumpkin, which is something I like to use a lot. Yeah. And pumpkin's something that's very common in dog recipes just because it's great for their stomachs and can be really soothing, and dogs love it. Yeah. So just kind of mash this a little bit. I've also made this in a blender, which is really easy, but I just mash the banana, pretty simple, and then I add in some yogurt, a couple cups of yogurt. Again, you almost can't mess this up. I sometimes just eyeball it. Okay. I also at times add in water, because during the summer I figure it's like very hydrating for the dogs. Oh, sure. And you can just like add in water and melt, like kind of water it down, and I like that because then I can give him like 5 or 6 of the treats and then not worry that I'm giving him kind of just too much, not necessarily junk food, but just too much, and then the water is really hydrating. So then I'm adding in some peanut butter, which
and all these things your vet says perfect for your
yes,
for Bosco.
I always tell people, if you're not sure, ask your vet. And then there's something that people always love to talk about in my videos. There's something called xylitol that kind of gets snuck into peanut butter. It's like a sugar substitute, and it's toxic for dogs. So just check your peanut butter to make sure it doesn't have xylitol in it. Gotcha. And then this is kind of it. You just mix this together. Again, you can add so many things in here. Like I've seen people add chicken broth or bone broth in, or just you can even mix your dog's food into here. There's really no right or wrong way to do it, which I love it for. So you just mix it in. Then I have these really fun silicone molds that I use.
Those are great.
Really cute. I used this one last night to make the examples, and then you just put it in the mold. So typically I would mix this a little bit better, but then I just like scoop it into the mold and just kind of like make sure it's pushed in there, and that's kind of it. And then you freeze it. And then I did also want to show, so that's the mold, which I love. I also wanted to show that if you don't have the mold, those are really inexpensive. You can buy them online anywhere. Sure. But you also can just take a baking tray and just put it in clumps. Like there's really, again, no right or wrong way to do this. Yeah. Your dog's gonna love it either way. And I just do this and then just put the whole tray in the freezer, and that's it. They usually love it. Sometimes I put like treats in there or berries. And then in the end, this is how they turn out.
Wow, that looks great.
I really like the bigger ones. I have these smaller ones as well. Yeah. With these just like, I love these molds because they pop out so easily.
That's so cute. And
it's just like really simple, but I love these big ones.
These are the banana ones.
These are the banana ones.
And then these are?
I make them with peanut butter, with pumpkin a lot. And then these ones are watermelon. I literally just pureed watermelon, poured it into the mold, and then put some blueberries in there because Bosco really likes blueberries. And then again, these ones are really great for the summer because they're just very hydrating. So I feel like I can give him quite a few, and I don't have to worry about him kind of like getting too many treats. Right. And these again, you could add water in if you wanted. They're very basic. And there's really anything that's safe for your dogs to eat, you could puree it and freeze it, and they love it.
Well, go ahead and give one to Bosco right now and see how he handles. He's been watching.
You want one? Can you sit? Good boy. Can you shake? Oh, good boy. There's a treat.
Yes. Perfect, Bosco. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, lost part of it. No, he's going for it.
He's gonna eat it.
Yeah. He's been getting so much attention today. I've got to ask you about your story because it is fascinating. Of course. Okay, let's spill some tea here. Okay. You used to be a nun.
Yes, I did.
A Catholic nun.
Yeah, for about a year I was in the convent.
Oh, for about a year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too long.
No, it wasn't.
But then you decided to leave? What happened?
Yeah, I decided to leave. I just kind of discerned that it wasn't quite for me, and kind of spent the time trying to figure out what I did want to do. And I ended up starting roller derby, which was really like a huge thing for me.
Okay, now that wasn't on this. Okay, on my little
It's a
notes.
big part of my story because I started roller derby and I just like found like I feel like a lot of people have that story, your mid-20s, where I found my people. I found my really good friends who are still my friends now, and
Sure.
yeah.
Wow, and then the food blog. Now, when you were in the convent, were you cooking there?
A little bit, but not a lot. I am one of those.
You focus on vegetarian food, right?
I do, yes. I'm one of those food bloggers that kind of started my blog as a way to start cooking more.
Oh.
So I wanted to kind of document my journey of learning to cook, which is why, again, I started with these very basic recipes, because I didn't want to post anything too technical, because I kind of didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So I spent a long time. I've been doing it for almost 13 years now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've gotten to be a very good cook, so I post slightly more complex, but I mostly focus on really like easy weeknight dinners. They are all meat free, but I don't focus on being vegetarian too much. I try and pose them as great recipes for anyone
on their own.
to eat.
Yeah, on their own.
Meat free Monday, however you want to do it.
Yeah. And the color you use too in your foods, it's very pretty. I mean,
I enjoy like doing lots of fruits and vegetables. I don't consider myself a healthy food blogger at all, but at the same time, my recipes are pretty wholesome, have a lot of like vegetables in them.
Yeah, oh, fantastic. I love this. And thank you for bringing Bosco.
Yeah, of course.
How cute is
had fun, I
that?
think.
That's so cute. Look, is that the sweetest face? How many views? Now, when you posted that video, didn't it get a lot of views?
Yeah, I think it's really close to 20 million views now. I think like 18.5 million.
Wow.
And then I made a pumpkin version. That one got like 4 million. And then I reposted this version, and every time I post it gets like a good few million views for the most part.
Well, we're going to put this recipe on our website as well, also with a link to your blog. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. There you go, Bosco. Yes.
Good job.